This Google Pixel 6 Pro good or garbage? Google Pixel 6 Pro was unveiled officially on October 19 following a series of teasers and reveals throughout the month of October. The Pixel 6 Pro starts at $899, £849, $1,299 for the 128GB version. There is another storage variant, but these are limited to certain colors and this will depend on where you are purchasing your phone. There are 3 color options for the Pixel 6 Pro: sorta sunny, yellow and gold, cloudy white, white and gray, and stormy black, black and gray, although the 256GB and 512GB models are only available in specific colors. It has a 6.7-inch QHD Plus display, which is a suitable size and offers crisp picture quality. The resolution of 1440 by 3120 is an impressive step up from the Pixel 5's 1080 by 2340 screen. We found that the phone's display had impressive brightness levels, and we were not disadvantaged by bright sunlight. You may need to manually adjust the brightness on occasion, but we found that auto brightness worked well most of the time. We were impressed with the 120Hz refresh rate, which means the image on the screen will update twice as fast as a handset with a 60Hz display. This makes gaming or scrolling through social media feeds more fluid. This is not a must-have feature for everyone, but we found it to be a nice addition, and you'll even notice it if you're coming from a phone with a 60Hz display. In our testing, we did find Google's first-in-screen fingerprint scanner to be a little difficult to use. Over time we became accustomed to the placement, and where exactly we should place our thumb, but we recommend setting up multiple fingers or enabling Face Unlock to ensure you have instant access to your device. According to Google, its smartphones are built around the company's camera technology, and on paper, the Pixel 6 Pro's camera setup appears to be the best yet, equipped with a 50MP wide-angle camera, a 12MP ultra-wide camera, and a 48MP telephoto camera. The good news is that Google has created yet another powerful camera setup here, and we found it to be far more flexible and intuitive to use than on previous Pixel phones. First, let's discuss the camera, but we must stress the software here, as it's something you won't find on any other current phone, although we may see some of these features rolled out to older Pixel phones in the future while others may copy them. We found that the 50MP main camera, which has an aperture of f/1.9 and 1.2 million pixels, offered fine detail and accurate colors. It is an impressive point-and-shoot camera that delivers great results in a variety of conditions. On the front of the phone is an 11.1MP camera with an aperture of f/2.2. In our tests we found that this created nice-looking portrait shots, good picture quality for video calls, and natural skin tones in selfies. The chipset here is called Google Tensor. In benchmarking, the Pixel 6 Pro returned an average multi-core score in Geekbench 5 of 2,760. Benchmarking is not always indicative of real-world performance, but we found that the phone was capable of running all the apps and games we needed it to. The overall experience was smooth and it always felt that the phone had sufficient processing power. The Google Pixel 6 Pro is still a highly capable phone, and its Tensor chipset does not disappoint. The Google Pixel 6 Pro is available only in 128GB and 256GB storage variants in the UK. A 512GB model is available elsewhere, such as the US and Australia. We would have liked to see the option of 512GB more widely available, or even 1TB of storage for true power users, as this is the company's first attempt at creating a top-tier phone. The Pixel 6 Pro does not support microSD cards, which isn't a surprise but would have mitigated the storage issue. The Pixel 6 Pro supports 5G, so you'll be able to connect to next-generation networks if your coverage allows it. The Pixel 6 Pro comes pre-installed with Android 12 and carries the Material You feature, which is one of the highlights of this device. If you're looking for the latest version of the Google software, this is it in its purest form. Unlike on previous Pixel models, this update is particularly noticeable here. With its vibrant display, the Pixel 6 Pro is the perfect showcase for Material You, which is one of the most distinctive features of this device. Using Material You, you can choose a wallpaper for your device, and the colors of the wallpaper will be reflected in the menus around your phone. For example, your quick settings at the top of the phone will take on the yellow color of your wallpaper. In our testing, we found the battery lasted for a full day of typical usage, but you may have difficulty making it till the end of the day if you continuously use it. The battery is 4,905 mAh, which is large enough for a smartphone of this size. Additionally, Google says you can get 48 hours of use from its extreme battery saver mode. We have not yet tested it, and we do not think you can do too much with a smartphone in that mode, but it could prove useful in an emergency. The phone is able to charge from 0 to 50% in around 30 minutes using the 30 watts charger. We found that a 30 watts charger could charge the phone from 0 to 20% in 15 minutes, and from 0 to 40% in 30 minutes. You will need a charger rated for 30 watts in order to reach those speeds. There is no cable included, which means you will have to use a USB-C charger, buy one separately, or make do with wireless charging. Wireless charging supports speeds up to 23 watts, and while we weren't able to achieve this during our testing, if you're using a compatible pad you should be able to fully charge your phone in around an hour and a half.